Hello, I'm Aiden and welcome back to my channel. I'm playing more Aviassembly today. I think I'm addicted to making silly looking airplanes. Alright, so like I said last episode, there is like a career mode of this. I've just been playing around in the sandbox the whole time because it's so fun and silly making airplanes that look like they make no sense but somehow fly. So off camera I actually made a couple more airplanes. I started off this one, Flying Unmanned Cruise King, for short. It's unique. It's got some power to it. I'll just say that. We've got 4, 8, 10 ramjets, and of course there's no cockpit, so no one can actually go in this. It is completely impractical. Absolutely, like it makes, well, it doesn't make a hell of a lot of sense, to be honest. But things that don't make sense, are impractical, way too expensive, and don't benefit everyone. I feel like this idea is perfect for like the American Department of Defense. I feel like wasting billions of dollars on this is way better, way cooler than people having healthcare or anything like that. So I made this. There is an attack of angle issue with the front wheels being lower. Doesn't matter. I don't care. What matters is that A, it's unmanned, which means the fuck acronym actually makes sense, and B, it's got some speed to it. The engines are still so loud, but like, look at that. Doesn't this look absolutely menacing? It doesn't almost hit a mountain. It doesn't necessarily handle very well, but it looks cool, I guess. That's what I figure. That's what I figure its life as an unmanned airplane would be, just crashing into things. But yeah, it's I made that because I wanted, like, once I figured out how to make the fuselage, like, different angles and stuff, I was like, oh man, what if I just make a plane that's, like, triangular? I don't even know, like, in geometry what this shape is called. That's got, like, alternating triangles. I don't know. Beats me. I just thought it looked epic. Epic and cool. So I made that one. And then I made, what did I make next? Mr. Green. This was my attempt, believe it or not, this was my attempt at like a genuinely logical, in air quotes, genuinely logical, like, electric airplane. So I've got solar panels, a huge battery on it, and then these 4 electric, what are they? Yeah, big electric engines on it. So this was my idea of making like an actual kind of true to life green airplane. And not only in color, but in the fact it uses solar power. So I thought that was kind of cool. And it actually, it's a little slow getting off the ground, but that's just because the engines aren't as, they're not as powerful, but they are powered by the sun, which makes it all the more epic. It handles great. Since it's a smaller plane, right? It actually handles super well. Whoa, okay. Actually didn't mean to crash that one. I kind of wanted to see. I haven't looked at a lot of this map, because usually most of my planes are just for funsies. So, oh well. Wanted to see more, that's okay. What was the next one I made? I made this one, I made this one called Sharded My Jorts, because it kind of just looks like a shit stain on a pair of jeans. So this is called Sharded My Jorts. Totally impractical. It looks like a 2-seater airplane. I made a 2-seater airplane that just looks like fecal matter on jeans. A little overpowered, one might say, but I had to offset the solar powered plane with something that just belches CO2, you know? I thought that was only fair. So I made this, and the thing is, it looks impractical. Some might argue it looks a little stupid, and to them I would say, frick you, buddy. But, craziest part, check this shit out. It handles like a dream. Look at that. Look at how, like, quick I go around and everything. I mean, the plane is completely 90% wing, right? So, like, of course it handles excellent. I could try and land again, but I always lose where the airport is. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna try and land this. Oh, not crash land, real people land. But I always lose the airport. Like, there's a map you can look at. It doesn't help. It doesn't help. It's all about feel. When you're... Oh, here we go. Got it. Got that one on lock. So I made sharded my jorts off screen as well. It's just... This was one of my favorites. It's just so impractical. And it works. It just works. The last one I made off screen was El Panda Gordo, which translates to the fat panda. It's so dumb. But, like, you get it, right? Lovely viewer, it looks like a fat panda turned into an airplane. And you might think at home, because of the 6 ramjets and the rocket engine, like, boy, that's gotta be fast. No. From what I remember after making it, it barely gets off the ground. Even with all the wheels and all the engines, it's just, like, the drag doesn't even look terrible. I think it's just the fact it weighs 155 of whatever units they use here, maybe tons, 155 tons might be. But yeah, I made that, and it doesn't sit on the ground super well. Like, you can see those wheels are kind of clipping into the ground a little bit. It's a touch front heavy, but we don't talk about it. It barely gets off the ground. Like, it's trying. It's trying. All the jet engines and rocket engine don't mean anything. Like, no hands, it wants to go back down. It wants to not... It wants to not be in the air. Like a real-life panda, it doesn't actually want to do anything. It just wants to fuck around on the floor. And you know what? I can't blame it. Because if you were to just, like, not take off, you know? Wheel load too heavy. Oh no. Oh no, it can't even... Oh god. I take back what I said. It doesn't even be on the ground very well. Regardless, I wanted to show those off first and foremost. I love this game, and I wanted to make more planes, but I actually wanted to make them, like, on camera, because, like, the process, the journey it's most of the fun, you know? So I want to make a brand new fun plane. My first idea after making the Panda was more animal-themed airplanes, because that just rings with me, you know? It just, whoa, that's a big cockpit. I don't know if I want that. Let's just go with a regular... I don't have any regular people face. That's kind of a regular people face. Let's go, we haven't done this one yet. Let's go with this one. So I wanted to emulate a caterpillar. So I think I was just gonna trade off between tiny and big fuselages. Is that the plural of fuselage? Fuselages? Hey, that's a bit large. I think that's better. I think the intermittent nubs are gonna have to be a little more logically sized. So we'll do that, and then we'll shrink her back down. Does this make sense? That it doesn't look like a caterpillar. It looks like someone trying to make anal beads. OMG, guys, I made anal beads into an airplane. Oh no. Well, you know, close enough. All I want is close enough. Whether it looks like anal beads or a caterpillar, I think in the spirit of airplane making, it's going to be all in good fun regardless. You know, that's the goal. Do it have to be logical? Nah. I'm not here for logical. I'm not an airplane guy. I mean, that's not to say I don't like airplanes. That's to say I'm not an airplane engineer. If you came here looking for real airplane tips, you at the wrong damn channel. I'll just tell you that right now. You at the wrong place. This is it's only got, I guess, 4 body sections. If I went back down to 3 body sections, I could call it an ant. But it's got 4 body sections. And I'm going to commit to it, so I can't even call it an ant. I'll just stick with caterpillar. Call it caterpillar beads. And you can take that how you will. We do need engines, wheels, and wings in order to lift off. I think that's issue numero uno, is where do I put what, you know? Because some of these wings, they're a little too big for a single section. And I don't know if these tiny wings are gonna give me enough lift. But because they fit, they're gonna be what I go with. I think she's about ready to get some nice color, you know? I've got this setup of engines. I'm not sure if this... Actually, I am sure. This is not how airplanes work. I don't think jet engines just go kind of willy-nilly under different body parts of an airplane, but it's what I'm doing. Because I'm the one in charge. Someone put me in charge, and that was a terrible idea on their part. So here we are. I've got 3 similar looking sections. I also put the wheels on the wing, and I don't think wheels are supposed to go on the wing of an airplane. Once again, I simply don't care. What color is a caterpillar? I've seen, like, green caterpillars before. So let's go with green. Maybe we'll make it green and blue. OM gosh. That could be so fun. What other color is caterpillars? Brown? Maybe? Get a little brown on this good lad. I hate the sound the paint makes. It's like such a visceral splat, you know? Now what about the little stringy bits? We'll make the stringy bits gray, just so they kind of disappear in everyone's eyes, you know? And you just focus on the little bits of caterpillar we have. Yeah, that looks great. There's no way this works, right? There's simply no way. We'll save as the Catman. The Catman Mark 1, just in case it doesn't work. Because this caterpillar is fully grown and ready to take off, I hope. Attack of angle issue, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not the one dying if it crashes. I'm just the creator. This is not... this is not what they probably meant when they asked me to build an airplane. Is this what the creator of Aviassembly thought would happen? It can't be. I mean, you have to imagine you give people the power, they're going to do dumb shit. This can't be what was intended. It just can't be. I'm ready to take off. Let's, gas her up. Do we get off the ground? No. I was holding full back, too. I was holding full back. That, we do not get off the ground. So... hear me out. if we're just not getting enough lift from these little canard wings, perhaps we simply need lift 90. Is that the biggest lift we have on all these? 54, 48? Yeah, lift of 90 on these big wings. And you know what? Wow, that is, they weren't lying, that is a huge wing. But you know what? It gives us more creativity to really show off our caterpillar ways, which I think is promising. It also leaves room for more engines, which I think is fantastic. I don't know what angle of attack thing they're talking about. Center of gravity's fine. The drag? That's, this is just what airplanes look like. See all those scientific graphs of, like, the drag of an airplane, or, like, the wind tunnels with the cars and how they look in it. There's a reason they don't hire me, is because they would be too amazed by what I bring to the table. They and all of their silly little college degrees would be blown away by my ingenuity. Because who else thinks of this? Who else would do this? Why would anybody do this? Why am I doing this? It's, you know what? Let's, this is, what did I call him? Mr. Catman? I already forgot. Yeah, the Catman, that's right. So this will be the, Cat, of course, short for Caterpillar. The Catman, Mark II. To see if the extra lift gets us off the ground. That was the only thing holding us back. We had acceleration. It's can a caterpillar fly? I'm asking the questions the scientists don't want to. Can a caterpillar fly? It looks incredibly stupid. Let's go! Get off the ground, please. Let's fucking go! Let's go, team! Oh my god. We made a caterpillar fly. Which, now that I say that, don't caterpillars turn into butterflies? They like go in the cocoon and they come out a butterfly? Am I fucking dumb? Caterpillars already are destined to fly. This whole idea was stupid. Oh, it just crashed my hopes and dreams. Wow, all it took was 1 second of critical thinking for me to remember that caterpillars turn into butterflies. And believe it or not, butterflies fly. This whole idea is ruined. This whole idea is ruined. We made it work, but the success is ruined by the simple fact that caterpillars do end up flying at some point. Ah, son of a bitch. Well, I guess that simply means I'll just have to make another plane today. Okay, my idea. I'm going to start off with the most basic cockpit. I think in career mode, this is probably the one you start with because it's just open air. It's probably what you attach like little glider wings and tiny prop jets on. But I'm taking that open air cockpit and I'm going to turn it into the most incredibly fast airplane anybody has ever seen. If you can handle the G-forces of being in this cockpit as it exists, I think you legally get the title of superhuman. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. The drag is a little rough, especially on the windscreen, and its little button nose. Oh my gosh, you know what? Maybe I like it now. I actually like having a little drag because it makes it look like if Rudolph's nose was orange instead, you know? New Rudolph. Orange is the new Rudolph. Let's... I want to make it long and slender, like everybody likes. And then just on its on its cute little behind. We're just gonna crimp it down. Not that much. Not that much. Hear me out. Hear me out. Crimp it down a little bit, but enough that it can hold a rocket jet. So wheels be damned. I'm gonna, well, hold on. I actually don't know how I'm gonna make the wheels work. But I'll burn that bridge when I get to it. I want to focus on fuel first. And by fuel, I mean power. Rocket jet, check. I actually realized I need wings to put engines on, which is pretty epic. So I'm thinking, the more wings we have, the more engines can go on them. Is that logical? I don't fucking know. If you're looking for logical, like I said earlier, wrong guy. Wrong guy. I'm here for the goofs and gaffs. And the epic looking airplanes. Can't forget those. So, the more wings, what is the lift on those? 15? Is that enough to get off the ground? Golly, I don't know. I like how these look. I know I keep adding them, but like, it makes the plane look mean, you know? It's got almost the X-Wing kind of vibe to it. You know, makes the plane look angry, which is epic. An angry looking plane is a good looking plane. The thing is, with how nice the drag is on this schnoz I made, I'm almost thinking of shortening it, because I don't actually think I can put any engines or anything on it, and it'll still look fine. But it loses, it loses some of its style. I want the longest schnoz possible. Doesn't even mess with the center of gravity that much. That's totally fine. Totally fine. Now, if we're thinking speed, the quickest jet of all time, you'd think, is full to the brim of ramjets. Because if I'm not mistaken, yeah, ramjet is thrust 65, rocket engine's 80, so that's... I could put those on. I could put those on. Those kind of look like butt plugs. Why? What's with the nub? Like, it looks flat going there, and then these have a nub with a flared bottom. What do... Holy shit. Hey, Aviassembly dev? Well, perv, what are you thinking? What the hell are you doing at home? Dang freak. That's okay. I'll just add 15 ramjets. Well, no. It's 10, so it'll be 30 total ramjets. Because there will be 10 on every set of wings. Plus one rocket engine that actually looks okay. Without that alarming nub I was just talking about. Ranting about, one might even say. Ranting and raving. This has to work. Surely this beats the record of last episode. I think our top speed was 3,700 kilometers an hour? Holy shit. Oh my god. This has to work. This simply has to work. Oh my goodness sake. Where do I put the wheels? Where do I put the... Oh no. Oh no. Guys? May have made a mistake. Don't know where to put the wheels. Could I put the wheels like that? It kind of looks like one of those cars from like one of those fuckboys that's got like the wheels tilted in, which literally means less traction and more wear on a thinner part of the wheel, which is, call me crazy, dumb as shit. But issue with that idea is we're going to have that angle of attack issue from before. Unless I can do it twice. Oh, look at that lean. Look at that lean. Oh yeah. It's like a Nissan GTR someone spent made too much money fucking up. Can you not just enjoy a good car? Can you simply not enjoy a good car? I think this is good. Something's bothering me though. I did this once last episode. I feel the need to offset the 30 ramjets and rocket engine with solar. See? Now I can claim we're solar powered without actually having to be environmental in the slightest. But I think this is great. What color do I make the fastest, hopefully, fastest jet of all time? Orange? Oh, yes, a peach color. A healthy looking peach color. That's fun. What do I accent that with? A dark yellow. Yes! Dehydrated piss yellow. That doesn't clash at all. Let's go. Maybe magenta? I can't dye the engines? No, that's terrible news. I can't dye the ramjets. Well, let's just make the cockpit purple then. A touch of red. Just a touch of red. They're all complementary colors, trust me. And I'm not colorblind. That would just be embarrassing if I actually said, like, this was piss yellow and it's not. I would learn something about myself, though. What do I call it? The fastest? Well, hopefully fastest plane of all time. What does its name deserve to be? We'll call it Tokyo Drift. That's a topical reference, right? The Tokyo Drift plane. Yeah, let's go. Let's see if we get off the ground. Holy shit. Oh my god. I didn't know there'd be a fucking dude in there. Oh my goodness. There's a little man. There's a little man in this plane. The G-forces you are about to experience, sir, are gonna be astronomical. I hope you have your final will and testament already written, bro. Do we get off the ground? Oh my god. Holy shit. It's wing stress. What? Bad news. Oh my god, we're decelerating, but we're still gaining altitude from that little bit of the engines being on. Yeah, the wings didn't work out. Now, if you're this pilot, what are you thinking right now? Probably shouldn't have piloted a Boeing airplane. That's probably what you're thinking right now. Oh, man. Long way down. Long way down. I can't believe how fast and how high we got. Shucks. Yeah, the tiny little canard wings and the rocket engine were simply not enough. Simply not enough. But we didn't even finish accelerating. We didn't finish accelerating. So, if I just get wings that are stronger, I think this concept works. I'm going to just swap out the wings. Okay, the strongest delta wing has been applied. The one we had a strength of 33. This is strength 50. I think that's as high as it goes. And I also recolored them like stoplight colors because I just thought, why not? What are they going to do, stop me? They clearly didn't stop me the first time, and the pilot definitely died. So we keep the 30 ramjets. There's actually room to add 6 more, just in case. Just in case we don't beat 3,700 kilometers an hour. The rocket's fine. It's just hoping the wings don't break this time. Because clearly we got enough lift that the last time. So this... It's so fast. It's so loud. Oh my god. I know it's 30 jets and a rocket engine, but that's too loud. Oh my god. We beat it. We beat the high score. 46, 47, 4900. Oh, we're big dead. Oh, we're big dead. Shit. Oh, we glitched through the world. We glitched through the world. That's cool. That's fun. We were definitely inside of a mountain for several frames. But I will say there was a moment where we did hit over 5,000 kilometers an hour, which does in fact mean new high score. We fucking did it. We absolutely did it. Take that, air traffic control tower. Couldn't even keep track of me how fast I was going. Also the fact I killed a second pilot, but we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. Regardless of having the blood of 2 dead pilots on my hands, I'm calling this episode a massive success. I think building a Caterpillar that functioned the second time and then building a new high score over 5,000 kilometers an hour, I think it's measured in kilometers an hour, but 5,000. 2 dead pilots plus all the other crashes, but we're not counting that because I didn't actually see the pilots. I think that's only fair to do. Plus I got to show off some of the ones I made off screen, and I thought that was righteous. So if you guys are enjoying this, I'm having a blast. I love building silly things that somehow work. So if you're enjoying, smooch that subscribe button. I appreciate you. Bye.